Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Moments with Chopper. I am so happy to be sharing this with you. I'm super excited about sharing my first episode with you guys. And what are we talking about? We are talking about being intentional going into 2023. So, what are we going to be intentional about? We're going to be intentional about our relationships. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, what is it that I could do better going into the next year? Should I jot down and write down all my goals? Should I do a vision board? What should I do? Then I realized, I'm like, you know what? We need to come to a place where we have and we are intentional about our relationships, because I feel like if you have healthy relationships, then you're gonna be healthy yourself, so we need to have a healthy relationship with God, have a healthy relationship with ourselves, have a healthy relationship with others, our family, our friends, our plants, our cats, our dogs, our pets, whatever it is that we have in our lives, because I feel like if we are intentional about our relationships, then we're gonna have a fruitful year. So um I kind of figured, okay, how will I make my relationship with God? What kind of vision, what kind of relationship do I want with God? I started to visualize what kind of relationship I would want with God. Would I want to pray more? Would I want to meditate more? What is coming out of my mouth? Am I spending enough time with God? Am I listening to God when I'm making my decisions? Or I'm just going about life, waiting for things to happen. And then when things go wrong, then I'm like, oh my God, please help me, So I just wanted to be a bit more intentional about my relationship with God. And I feel like it's a lot of us that are going through that, that feel like, okay, we could have a better relationship with God. And the Bible does say, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things shall be added unto you, right? So before we start writing down our goals and writing down everything, why don't we just spend some time with God and just pray about certain things, just ask for wisdom, just fellowship with God and have a relationship with Him, get back to Him and say, okay, God, you know what? I was a bit like this last year, but this year I want to be more consistent and yeah, get back to the heart of the Father. Well, that's really what I want to do first, before I start writing down my goals and all of that and writing down my vision boards and everything. I want to be intentional with my relationship with God. And the other thing also I wanted to talk about was like, what kind of relationship do I want with myself? Is my relationship healthy? Do I give out of an empty place, or am I giving out of a full abundant place, you know and most of the times I figured out that, as people, we love giving, but we don't have a healthy relationship with ourselves. So sometimes you find yourself, all your bundles are depleted. And you're like, what happened? You have, no, I've got nothing else to give. I've given everything I can. But that's because you were giving from an empty place. You were not giving from a place of wholeness, from a place of abundance, from a place of fullness. So I wanted to have a relationship that is full with myself, body, mind, and soul, and to work on my body, to work on my mind, to work on my spirit, because I found that if I work on those things, then I will definitely be a better person to other people. And also I wanted to kind of sit down and think about, do I have the best relationships with my siblings, with my family, with my friends, with my colleagues, with my plants, with my, I'm not a cat or a dog, but for some of you that might have, like, are you being the best? Are you being the best version of yourself to these people? Or are you just expecting a lot and not giving? Sometimes we find ourselves in that place where we're like, oh my word, I wish I could have, like, someone passes away and you're like, I wish I could have spent more time with my grandma, or I wish I could have spent more time with my mom, or I wish I could have spent more time with my friends. So I just thought, you know what, I need to be intentional about my relationships with people. And it's not just about, oh, you need to give so that that one day when, you're going through the most, someone will be there. But we all have something to give. And I feel like we were made to be codependent, but these days everybody just wants to like keep to themselves and all of that. And we're not creating valuable memories with people. We're not creating valuable time for people. We all of us, for me, I am always busy working, 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 working. I'm a workaholic. But at some point you have to think, okay, fine, when I attain all of these riches and all of these millions, who is it that I'm going to be sharing these moments with after all this hard work? Am I just gonna be sitting there with my bank full? Or am I just gonna be spending this money all by myself? I just feel that we need to be intentional about building a community around us so that we may live a happy, joyful life. So I feel like going into 2023, these are the things that we need to be more intentional about. Like, instead of just writing down, I want to be doing this and doing that and doing that, why don't we just seek God first, and then also just tap into all these other areas so that we can find fulfillment. So yeah, I hope this will like help somebody who is thinking, what should I do, how should I go into my year, what could I do better. As for me, I just really want to have the best relationships I can have with God, with myself, with others as well. And I want to have a purposeful life, and I want to live a life of purpose. And in order for me to live a life of purpose, because that's what I've decided, I need to have all these relationships in place. I need to be healthy and be full, live in abundance so that I can fulfill my purpose and I can impact other people's lives as well. So I hope you had a beautiful 2022, and even if you didn't, I hope that you're hopeful for 2023 and you're gonna have yourself an intentional year, a year of consistency, a year where you are in control of what happens to you and you don't let life control what happens to you. So yeah, have a lovely, lovely, lovely new year and a great start to the new year. Mwah!